Hello, welcome back to my channel. I thought for today's Vlogmas, it would be fun to just do a regular day in the life of a normal ass person. And it's mostly a working day in the life. So that's what we're doing today. I got two new creamers to try. I have a Chobani cookie butter and a Chobani peppermint bark or peppermint mocha. My store sucks at getting new coffee creamers in, so I'm really excited that we finally have some of those because I've been hearing good things. I honestly think I'm in a cookie butter mood today. I got these for our little friend to bring tomorrow morning. I'm excited for this one. How do you, if you're a parent watching this, how does your little friend work? What I'm asking specifically is like, do they bring something every single day? Do they not bring anything at all? Like how do you do yours? What we've been doing the last several years, honestly, is he brings something the first day. And then from there, he brings something like once a week. Other than that, he just moves around. He doesn't really be making a lot of messes. He just moves. And like I said, once a week, he brings just a little something. Typically, the other, like, if it's bigger than that, like his first day, he always brings donuts and chocolate milk. Every single time, that's what he brings on his first day. And then he brings little snacks or little tiny toys or whatever. And then typically on their first day of Christmas break, he brings some like activity book that's like a Christmas activity book with like word searches and mazes and crosswords and all that kind of stuff. And then like Christmas Eve, he brings our big Christmas Eve box. But how does it work at your house? Okay, we got the house kind of picked up. As good as it's gonna get this morning, good enough to where I can like focus on work and not on what needs to be done around here. So now it's time to get ready. I do not feel like blow drying my hair today, so we are just going with the natural waves today. I'll put on a little bit of makeup and actually get dressed. I'm someone that works from home, obviously, and I can't film while I'm working, so like that part you will not see, but I recently just started working from home again. I've worked from home off and on since like 2014. And then I had the longest stretch of being strictly at-home worker from about 2019 till about July, August of this year. And honestly, I am someone that I didn't used to get ready to work from home. I would shower after my work day. I would wear my hair up in a messy bun every day. I wore sweatpants or like pajamas every single day. Like I just did not care what I looked like in the slightest at all, because my company, like, we're very rarely on camera, and even if you are, like, people really don't care what you look like. Anyways, what I found after like leaving and going to a non-remote workplace over the summer is that I actually do genuinely feel better about myself whenever I put even just the smallest amount of effort into getting ready. So I've really been trying to like put effort into that, and it doesn't have, like, I'm not wearing jeans to work from home. I'm just not. I still want to be comfortable. But like I bought like a few cute like matching lounge sets and, you know, different things like that, things that actually just kind of go together. So it's not just like sweats and a graphic tee. It's like an actual like shirt that I'm wearing, and I try and at least like do my hair and makeup in some way every day, except for like Mondays and Fridays. I take it easy on myself because they're just rough days to like want to put energy into anything. Like you just don't really feel like working. So even just working feels like a win, you know what I mean? But Tuesday through Thursday, I try and really get ready for work and feel good about what I'm looking like and feeling comfortable and all of those things. And it's really been helping a lot. My mental health was like not so great whenever I left, and I really thought it was only because of the stress of the job that I was working, but that I found was not necessarily all the case. It was part of it, but there were other things that I was doing that I could have changed that would have helped as well. So just trying to avoid that this go around and really kind of stick with that. So like my rules are no pajamas. The only time I'm allowed to wear pajamas is like the day before and after, or honestly, if we're being real, like a couple days before and after like a holiday. And then hair and makeup has to be done in some way. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but we just have to like actually do something with it aside from just pulling it up into a messy bun. Tuesday through Thursday. And we have to wear like something besides sweats and a graphic tee Tuesday through Thursday as well. So like, it's really not that crazy. Another thing that really helps me, because it was always so hard for me to like just turn my brain off working from home, like after I logged out for the day. So like, I love wearing my graphic tees and like pajamas and whatever, but I change into those after I finish my work day. And that kind of shifts my brain into like, okay, I'm out of my work clothes. Now it's like time to relax. I don't have to worry about work. So I don't know, just some work from home tips, especially with the winter time coming up. It can be really, really rough, and I get it, totally get it. But these are some things that I've heard other people say, and I used to always be like, yeah, right, it's not that big of a deal. It really does make a big difference. It really, really does make a big difference to actually like put some effort into your space around you as well as yourself. So if you're struggling, I know it's the hardest thing ever to like make that change, but like if you can make the change, it will help. Okay, hair and makeup is done. I put a little quick swipe of all of the products that I use for makeup for like a real quick 5-minute look. Those ColourPop shadow sticks, well worth the money. I am going to be buying some more of those. I just bought like 3 of them on TikTok Shop just to give it a try. But when I tell you, and they're going to last forever, because you just put like a little tiny bit on your eyelid and then use an eyeshadow brush to like blend it out and make it cover the rest of your eyelid. Takes no time at all and zero thought, and they have matte and glittery. So I don't know, right now I just have like a matte brown and like this goldish color that I really don't care for, honestly. I might give that one to my daughter for her to play with. And then there's a lighter gold. The one that I don't really like is like a really orangey kind of gold, and I don't know, I just don't vibe with it. But then there's like a lighter, almost like a rose gold color. Love that one for like when I want a shimmery one. But I think I want some like pinks. I like wearing pink kind of eyeshadows sometimes with my eyes. So anyways, now it is time for coffee, and then we've got to get to work. I'm running a little bit behind this morning, but that's just in my own brain, which I'm trying to like train my brain to quit freaking out about this timeline that I just like kind of make up in my own head and feel like I have to stick to. Because really, technically, I still have like an hour before I would get in like trouble for not being logged on yet, and I feel like I'm running behind. We just have to make coffee. We're good. So like I said, I got some new coffee creamers, and the lighting in this room is absolutely terrible, but whatevs. So I am going to try the cookie butter one. I have my, whatever this is, cold brew, I guess. Sometimes I like using instant espresso. Sometimes I like just having a cold brew to pour. And then we're going to go in with this cup because I don't have any ice right now. So I don't want to do a tall one because I don't want that much coffee today. So we're going to do this little tiny coffee cup, and then we're going to log on for work, and I will see you on my first break. Okay, I'm on my first break of the day, and honestly, what I do on my breaks is, it varies. Some days I'll read, some days I'll just scroll on my phone, some days I'll do some things around the house. Honestly, this break today is very much feeling like a scrolling break. So this is probably the only update I'm going to give. I do have laundry that I need to switch over, so I am going to do that real quick. But then I'm just going to scroll for a little bit on my break. But then I will check back in with you at lunchtime. And maybe this afternoon break we'll do some reading. Okay, it is officially lunch break time. I do have some of my lunch going. I don't, are you guys, have you ended up on, what's her name? Courtney Cook's TikTok? I'm gonna try the sweet potato situation today, but not an actual like baked sweet potato, just because I don't have time to like bake something for that long, even though I work from home. Like, I just don't want to mess with it. So I'm just doing like steamed sweet potato with like a frozen steam bag, and then we'll put some cheese on it, see how it tastes. I'm actually someone that I eat sweet potatoes pretty regularly. I love a good like baked chicken breast and sweet potato mixed together, but I typically do like a little bit of butter and brown sugar with the sweet potato, not cheese. So we'll see how that goes. I also got some macaroni salad and some cucumbers. So that's going to be for lunch today. I'm also going to be working on some stuff on my Notion for the YouTube channel. Maybe we'll chat about that. Okay, so we have our lunch here. We have, let's see, there we go. Cucumbers, I've got some macaroni and cheese salad, and then sweet potatoes with shredded cheese. Those need to cool off a little bit before I can actually try it. But yeah, so that's gonna be lunch today. We'll see how it goes. I do have some backup options if this goes south, but I'm gonna work on my Notion. I'm gonna set you right here for now, like this. Okay, so I love using Notion for my YouTube stuff specifically. I feel like on TikTok, I'm a lot better about kind of just coming up with ideas and like filming it and posting it and being pretty consistent that way. And I just feel like with YouTube, I put a little bit more, didn't do that, a little bit more like thought and energy into the content that I'm going to put on here. And it takes a little bit more planning. And honestly, Notion is the only thing that like made me even feel like I could potentially even do this whole Vlogmas stuff, because I was able to really plan out not just like the content ideas that I had, but also when to film everything, when to post it, like what that schedule actually looks like, to where I wasn't like overwhelming myself basically. So I just love it so much, and I'm hoping that I can maybe utilize it a little bit more for my TikTok in the new year, just so I'm a little bit more like strategic. Doesn't sound like a good word to use, but just that like stuff makes sense. I'm not just like shit posting all the time, because I feel like sometimes I do. But like, this is what Notion looks like. So this is my whole December calendar. You can see here, these are the ones that are already posted on my channel. I've got some already scheduled, some that I have planned out but haven't filmed them yet. This one, honestly, this day in the life, we can change to filming, because we are filming this literally right now. So we'll change that to filming, and it updates there. You can also use this other view here. Oh, goodness. Okay, so the last view that we were just looking at was the by post date. So that's like the days that I have them scheduled to post or want them to post. And now this is my filming calendar. So I'm actually like a day behind on filming this current video. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I didn't. And then I don't have any other stuff that I have to film until later this weekend, which is honestly great. But that's just kind of like a quick overview of my Notion and how I use it. There's also this stuff down here that I'll just scroll down real quick is like an idea dump. So I don't know. I found it to be really, really useful for me personally. I feel like it's also easier to plan like pretty far in advance. Like I honestly already have most of my content for YouTube for the month of January planned out. Yeah, it looks like the only thing I don't have is like one video on the last week of January that I'll have to like figure out what I want to post then. But it just makes it so much easier to plan things out and not overwhelm yourself. It makes everything just so much easier to kind of plan out and idea dump. And then if I'm struggling to come up with ideas, I have that whole list of ideas down there at the bottom. I just find it to be really, really useful. If you guys want like a more in-depth video about like how, because you kind of have to build your calendar out. Like you kind of have to create all of this for it to work this way. So if anyone's interested and you want me to dive into it a little bit deeper, like definitely let me know. But yeah, I don't know what I would do without it, honestly, when it comes to content stuff. But today what I have to work on while I'm eating my lunch is just, there's a couple of these videos that I had planned out that like, they're just not going to work out for various reasons, whether it be because like I'm not really in the mood to do that, or like in one of my other videos, I talked about how like my town's like holiday festival worked a little bit differently this year and I didn't know that going into it. So I'm not able to do a vlog for it. So different things like that I need to kind of like tweak my schedule a little bit. And so that's what I'm going to work on while I'm eating lunch. But let's try this sweet potato and cheese situation real quick and see if it's worth the hype. Okay, honestly, like it's fine. I will say for those that maybe aren't on her side of TikTok, like you haven't found Courtney Cook's TikToks yet, she does an actual sweet potato and there's this special cheese that she uses. I can't even remember what the name of it was, but she got it at Aldi and I don't have an Aldi in my town. So like I just have cheddar cheese. That's it. But I mean, it's fine. It's really not anything like too crazy. It tastes fine. It is not my favorite thing in the world. I would much rather have my normal like chicken breast and brown sugar sweet potatoes, but it's not gross. So we'll count it as a win. So far, lunch is good. This macaroni salad, I don't know what the deal is with my Walmart lately, because last week I got coleslaw to go with like pulled pork sandwiches. They need to lay off the vinegar. Like everything that I've gotten from the deli in the last couple weeks has just been like vinegar overload, and the macaroni salad falls into that category. I'm gonna see if I can maybe add some mayo to it and fix it, but it's really not that good. Okay, but anyways, the reason I was popping back on here real quick is to let you know that tomorrow's video, so you're seeing this on Thursday, the video that was supposed to go up on Friday is not gonna go up. And I have a new idea that I think is going to be really, really fun, but it's going to have to be done Friday night, so it will go up on Saturday. It's something that I'm going to do with my daughter. It's actually something that she had asked to do, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to have time to fit it in. And now that I've kind of had to change things up a little bit, I think that this will be perfect, but it's going to go up on Saturday instead of Friday, so there won't be a video tomorrow. It will be up on Saturday, but I hope you guys will love it. I think it's going to be the best time, and I'm so excited to surprise her with it. So yeah, but I'm going to finish up lunch, get back to work, and then I will check in with you guys on my next break where I think I'm going to do some reading. Okay, I just logged off work. I worked way later than I planned on today, but it is what it is. It was worth it. So I'm just gonna finish out the rest of the day with reading, watching TV, whatever the case may be. Editing me. I totally forgot to film like a wrap up to the day in the life. So here's the end. Hope you enjoyed spending the day with me. It was fun to do like an actual true day in the life situation. And yeah, I did just kind of relax for the rest of the night, and now it's the next day. And I will see you in another video on Saturday.